everyone, and welcome to Coffee Chat. I'm Rrain and my guest today is Emma Gale, who recently competed at the Canadian National Dance Championships. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm really excited to be here.
I'm really excited to hear about the Canadian National Dance Championships, but I didn't know were a thing before. Apparently they happened in Winnipeg this year?
Yes, they happened at the RBC Convention Center. That was April 22nd, I believe.
Okay, yeah. And how did you get involved in this?
Through Mecca Productions. So they're a theater company in Brandon, and we do a little bit of dancing, a little bit of acting, a little bit of singing. And my teacher, she had been involved in dance like growing up, and it was something she knew about, something she had gone to as a kid, and she thought, well, let's take our groups, because we had done some dancing at Brandon Festival of the Arts, and she was like, let's go, let's see it, and see what's up. So, yeah.
So is it something that always happens in Winnipeg, or does it travel kind of around the country?
I believe it goes all throughout the country. It's they have certain spots in like the capital cities, and yeah, happened to land in Winnipeg.
That's convenient.
Yeah, didn't have to travel anywhere or fly
exactly,
anywhere.
Because you have traveled before to go to different kinds of performing arts.
Yeah, I have. I've been to Toronto before with Talent Inc. to do some acting competitions, and yeah.
So yeah, this is a little more convenient than going out to Toronto.
A little more
maybe a little less exciting. I don't know.
It was still fun. We got to stay at a hotel, and we went to Polo Park. It was still lots of fun. Yeah.
So have you always been involved in dance, or is this something that came about as part of your other performing arts?
I guess it kind of like hand in hand. Like I didn't really do too much of dance growing up. Probably more of like piano and like actual like musical stuff, musical instruments. But yeah, musical theater is about the singing and the dance, so it kind of came in together. And yeah, it wasn't something I pictured myself being involved in, but now that I am, I like it.
If you're really into it.
Yeah.
So what kind of dance are we talking about here?
It's called like stage dance with a voice. So it's nothing like ballet or something you might pop into your mind at first. It's kind of like telling a story as through your body, through the dance.
Okay.
Yeah, the story of the song. You're gonna
And you competed both as a part of a small group and as an individual. Is that
yes?
Is
and
that
in a larger group. So I was in a group of 4, including myself, and then 8, including myself, and then just a solo.
Okay, so tell me about the differences in what you did in those.
So I guess in the larger group, so in the eight of us, it was more kind of like everyone singing together. So it was lots, like you'd have your solo, but it was more of group singing and stuff like that, and group dancing. And then in my small group, there was more opportunities for like longer solos of just us, or dance moves of just us, me and myself and somebody else. And then my solo, of course, it was just me doing everything myself.
Can you tell me what songs, like what you did
sure.
for them?
So my song I did was Nothing Short of Wonderful from the musical Dogfight.
Okay.
It was lots of fun. The small group was River Deep Mountain High, so it's a Tina Turner song, but we did the Glee rendition of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
so
cool.
it was a little bit more high paced. It was lots of fun. And then we did Strongest Suit for my bigger group, and that was from the musical Aida.
Okay. That's one I haven't heard, I don't think. So I must have heard at some point.
I think it's a Disney rendition musical.
Okay.
Yes, I believe it was a Disney movie first.
So this competition in Winnipeg, how big was this? Like how many groups came in for this?
It was over the course of 4 days. So it was Thursday to Sunday. So the people that I was just there with on that day, there was probably at least 100 of us on just that day. And there was a lot of people that in other companies that had gone over multiple days, but just on that one day, there was probably 80 to 100 of us, I would probably say. So it was pretty big, probably over the course of how many people were signed up. Yeah. And there were 3 different age categories as well. So I was just on the senior night when I was there. So there was, definitely well over 100 people.
And is it all the same type of dance, or is it a variety of different types of dance come in?
Yeah, there was a variety of different dances. So on our night, they had the stage dance with voice, the musical theater. I believe they had some contemporary, some jazz, some tap, and then over the course of the competition, they also had their ballet nights and their tap nights and all those other kind of things. So yeah, there was every category dance was definitely at that competition. Yeah.
So what was it like to go? What did this feel like to be involved in this?
It was incredible. Walking up to the event, it was just I was super nervous. All day, I was just super nervous about it because I'd never been to something this big. I've been to Brandon Festival of the Arts, which is bigger, but more Brandon City, small town. And Winnipeg, it was crazy. Just walking in the stage and the seating and everything, it was so professional, and it was just, it was incredible. Yeah.
And apparently you weren't that intimidated because you came away with gold.
Yeah, I don't know what had happened to me. I was completely nervous all day, and I got into the wings backstage, and I just something came over me, and I just put my heart out there, and it was amazing.
I would love to have seen that, because sounds incredible.
Yeah, it was a lot of, and it happened to everyone. Like everyone at Mecca, like everyone that had went, it was just like all of us were just infected with some sort of bug that just like all our worries were gone.
Performers, that's what the bug is.
That must have would have been. Yeah, we
put
were
you
just
on a stage and you're fine.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, I felt like I had been maybe more nervous on stage in Brandon than I was there. Yeah, it was crazy.
Kind of like the thing you do. So you love performance, obviously.
Yeah.
Is this something you're planning to continue on doing?
I think so, yeah. I think when I go, I'm planning on going to university for music, and definitely music education, become a teacher. I haven't decided if I want to major in voice or if I want to major in the trumpet, which is the instrument I play in band. But I definitely want to keep performing arts still in my life, whether it's continue doing community musicals in Brandon or singing in choirs or...
And have you ever looked at like professional opportunities in performing arts, or is that something you'd rather keep as a hobby and not?
Yeah, I think I'd keep it as a hobby, because I'm pretty set on becoming a teacher and stuff like that, but I would definitely keep it in my life for sure.
And now tell me about your involvement with Mecca Productions.
Okay, so I've been in Mecca for, this is probably my 6th year, I would say.
Okay.
I started, they brought a summer camp to, actually Nipua.
Yeah.
They brought it to Arts Forward, I believe, and just, my mom signed me up. I wasn't really sure. I brought my cousin along with me to kind of see what was going on, and I just, I loved it right off the bat. And they said they had some classes to offer, and I kind of just took their intro stepping class to dip my toe in the water, see what was up, and just, I've loved it ever since. And I've been taking more classes and working up into their audition performance troupe, and I'll be in probably my 7th year, I believe, next year.
Wow.
Doing it.
And so they do performances at the auditorium in Brandon, is that?
Yes, they do.
Which is also kind of a big venue.
Yes, it is. It is a wonderful venue. Like, it's amazing that we have that so close to us and we can perform there. And it's an amazing place to be able to go and perform at. And so I'm lucky, yeah.
And so what are, I'm assuming they're doing a performance this year, probably after maybe a year or two off?
Yes, they are doing Frozen Junior, actually, next week, depending on when this goes out.
Okay.
May 20th and 21st at the WMCA.
Okay.
So Frozen Junior, I'm going to be playing Anna on Friday night and Saturday at 2:30. So we've got double casted, so lots of opportunity for everyone to kind of get a chance and play the role. And super excited. They were going to do it before COVID. We were in the works just before, and then got it shut down.
Everything changed, yeah.
Everything changed, and now we're back up and running, and next week we're ready to go.
That is exciting.
Yeah.
Is double casting something they normally do just to give people the experience of doing it?
Yeah, so it's a junior musical, so it's just all kids. So usually with the kids musical, they do it double casted, just, I would assume, to give it more kids opportunity and to take less stress off of kids having to do 3 shows in a day is quite tiring. So doing the double cast is, and then you have someone to work off with and be practice your lines with, and it is beneficial being a kid, especially the younger kids. It's grades 3 to 12, so.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and then assuming you say this is a junior musical, they also do another.
Yes, usually in the fall they do an adult musical, I guess is kind of what it's called.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they've announced what is
Okay,
their plan. I know, but I'm not sure if it's announced.
That's okay.
But usually they'll do an adult musical in the fall, and then they'll do a kids musical in the spring.
Yeah. Have you been involved in the adult side of it yet?
I haven't yet. I did do a little, we did kind of a cabaret style show back in November. It was called All Together Now. And we just, there's songs from popular musicals, and we all had our little groups, and we did them together, and I was involved with adults in that. It was me and 2 other friends, and we were the youngest there. We were all in grade 11, and then the rest of them were adults, and it was fun to be around adults and see how they prepare themselves and how they sing and all those kind of things. But I haven't been involved in the adult musical, but I'm planning to, probably in the fall.
Awesome. I think also seeing that this kind of performance as a hobby can continue into adulthood. It's not something that ends when you leave school.
Hearing about my teachers and how they've been involved as they were kids, and then they've grown up and they have their own personal jobs, and they teach at Mecca, or they just keep it in their hobbies, and it's good to see.
So looking forward to next year, are you hoping to go back to the dance championships again?
I am hoping, I think it's definitely something we planned. We kind of thought we would just try it and see what happens, and everyone was just super excited.
And apparently you blew everyone away. So.
Yeah, it was incredible. So we're definitely, I think the plan is definitely to go back next year. I would love to.
Do you know where it's going to be next year?
It will probably be in Winnipeg as well, I'm assuming,
Okay. So that's again viable. It's doable.
Yeah, it's very
not
doable.
like, okay, how do we get out to St. John's or something?
Yeah, it's very, very convenient. Yep.
Okay, well that sounds great. What about performing in Nipoa? Have you done any of that as well with the school or outside of the school?
Not quite yet. I've done like jazz band performances and band performances and stuff like that. And then with piano, I was in the Nipoa Festival of the Arts and stuff like that when I was younger, but nothing too recently with.
I don't think there has been anything
No,
too recently.
there was going to be major production this year that I was definitely going to be involved with, and then with COVID, it just wasn't really able to kind of work.
Hopefully, maybe next year something will come, because going into next year, it'll be probably 3 years since.
Yeah, I
it
think
may be the last chance for some people.
Yeah, so definitely next year, if we're going to do major production, that's on my list.
Somehow we are doing major production.
Yes, or some sort of performance or whatever it'll be. It's definitely on my list. Yeah.
So what would you say to someone, younger people in Nipoa, who are maybe interested in getting involved in performance?
Don't be afraid. Like, one thing they say at Mecca all the time is, if you can walk, you can dance. If you can talk, you can sing. Don't be afraid. Everyone has a chance. There's always a part, whether it's in the ensemble, a lead, a supporting role, behind the stage. If you're interested in tech or makeup, costume design, whatever it may be, there is always a chance to get involved in the performing arts, and it's a lot of fun. It's a good opportunity.
Well, thank you so much. Is there any sort of parting thoughts that you have for us today?
No, I don't think so. Just thank you so much for having me. It's been super fun.
It's been an absolute delight having you here. It's so exciting to hear about all of your opportunities, and I wish you the best in everything you do.
Yeah, thank you very much.
And thank all of you for joining us today. We'll see you again next time.